Gwen? Gwen, wake up! Ania ordered, growing concerned when Gwen started flailing about and shaking her head. The vision was obviously ending or already over. "I'm not a slave!" Gwen said fiercely. Then she opened her eyes to find herself staring up into Ania's questioning gaze. "No, you most certainly are not a slave. Are you okay?" Ania asked. "No, I'm not okay. But at least I know where they are now. You were right. I looked for another person in the vision, and she told me." "Help me up," Gwen said, holding her hand out. Ania stood and helped Gwen to her feet. Weaving on unsteady legs, Gwen put a hand to her head. "If I'm right, we need to set a course for Terrace Rain. I saw Serenia. She said that's where they are being held, and we need to hurry. They're about to resell Zade for not putting out to the female who bought him." Ania laughed at Gwen's statement. "Your Earth slang is so funny sometimes. I'm guessing you mean that Dorian is unable to be of bonding service to his new owner." "Yes, I guess being mated to me makes him a defective Siren." Gwen wished she could be happier about that fact. But instead, it made her fear for him more. "I wish he would just do what he has to until we can rescue him. If they resell him, no telling where he'll go next. It's taken over a week to get this much." Ania patted her arm as she slipped the robe off Gwen to hang it up. "Dorian took a great risk in mating himself to you when he knew he was going to be sold as a bonding slave. You must honor his choice, not regret it. He did what he did, knowing there would be consequences, but his physical fidelity to you was important to him." "I didn't say I didn't like it," Gwen growled, pushing the comm. "Contact Captain Sonar." She found herself counting the seconds as she waited, an irritating trait she'd inherited from her father. "Sonar here." "Dorian and Serenia are on Terrace Rain," Gwen said. "Are you sure?" Sonar asked. "We're 2 days' journey from there." Gwen looked at Ania, who just stared back at her with a calm expression. Was she sure? That was a good question. "Hold that query for a moment." Gwen released the comm, not certain yet how to answer. She glared anxiously at the suddenly stoic female who just stared back and shrugged. "So am I sure enough to send the Liberator chasing after them?" "It was not my vision, so I cannot judge. Instead of asking me, ask yourself how much you trust your intuition," Ania ordered. Gwen ground her teeth in frustration. "You are not being helpful, Ania. You know I don't trust myself, but damn it, I am trying." Ania just shrugged again. Frowning hard, Gwen pressed the comm and connected to Sinar, who was still patiently waiting for her final answer. "Yes, I'm sure they are there. Serenia told me in a vision. She's nearby wherever Dorian is being held," Gwen said, opting to trust instead of waiting to be sure. "Sonar, if this is going to keep us from a Peace Alliance mission, I could go alone to retrieve them." Gwen closed her eyes, trying to have faith in what she had seen. Without even straining, she got a mental picture of Sonar nodding in approval. She could almost feel the depth of her captain's relief to have some positive action to take. His reply validated her intuition. "No mission is more important than finding Dorian and Serenia. We'll deal with our assignment when we have our sirens back. I'll have the course laid in immediately. Come see me as soon as you can." "I'll be on the bridge shortly to brief you on what I saw. Jet out," Gwen said, letting go of the comm. She looked at Ania again. "Okay, tell me this at least. Is there any reason I shouldn't trust my vision? Last week I didn't even believe in this intuition crap. Now I'm sending us all on a 2-day journey to where I think Zade and Serenia are, based on a vision I had while I was passed out from my crying jag over him." Ania shrugged. "We'll only know for sure if you were right when we find them. Intuition is not always precise, but following it usually beats doing nothing.